Hello, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Bernie Strom, and you are about to watch Daytime Baseball Field of Dreams style. And once again, I need to shut off the audio on one of my monitors, which I just did, so we don't get any feedback. Thank you all for coming in. David Landau stops by, and Yoko 007 is here. Well, in the East Coast of the United States, it is early afternoon. In the West Coast, where I'm located, it is mid morning, and in Europe, we have just about evening time beginning back in Europe for our European viewers. Anyway, before we get started, yesterday there was a question on our Discord as SGJ Jamie checks in. Thank you for coming by. A question in the Discord. When you look at one of the screens here, which I'm going to do, whoops, I'm hitting the wrong one. When you look at this screen, I'll put my team up here, and you go to usage batting, there is a heading here that says cons and max. And we weren't 100% sure of what it means. The question was asked by Night Raven what it was, and here's the response I received just a few minutes ago from Action PC. That's consecutive games played, as you can see here. That number means that Bobby Bonds has played in 7 consecutive games. And in parentheses is the maximum amount of games he can play from this point on without getting tired. So he can play 27 more games, and then you're going to have to rest him. Whereas if I played Cesar Cedeno, I could only play him 7 games. Well, that's the information on that one as Big Clue checks in. Before we get going today, let's review the standings in the Earth Division. Manchester has a 6-game lead over Horse Feathers, their largest lead of the season. Chico's 3.5 games over Cleveland, also close to their largest lead of the season. We all know what's happening in the Fire Division. Canada's all by themselves when the rest of the division is fighting it out for second place. And in the Water Division, amazing 2.5 games above Tampa Bay. In the leader display, Norm Cash leads in batting, Roger Maris in home runs, Hank Aaron in RBIs. ERA leader is Trout for Canada. Chesborough, or Cheeseborough, as it's properly pronounced, is tied with Trout for 27 wins on the season. Gossage and Papelbon are tied with 17 saves. From the bullpen, Waddell, as expected, leads in strikeouts. And team batting, to no surprise, team batting, pitching, led by Canada. Manchester's team is second. Fred's is third. In pitching, Fred's is second. Berlin is third. And in fielding, Berlin in leading and tied with Canada. So there's obviously, we know why Canada's, when you have the highest team batting average, the lowest team ERA, and the highest fielding percentage, you're most likely going to win a lot of games. Buckshot Chet joins us. Here we go. And so let's go. Let's take Buckshot's advice and go down and look at today's games. September 4th, we have Manchester at Dallas. We're going to sim all these games except one on this day. Then tomorrow, the next day, we'll probably sim all of those except one. We'll play 2 games today, time permitting. And then we will zip the file and pass it along to the rest of the guys. And this evening, I believe they are planning on another broadcast to finish out the week. So let's go to Dallas. Manchester. Well, we're also going to look at the box score because Dallas just beat Manchester 20-6. If that doesn't surprise you, it should. Let's look at the box score. What happened? Manchester, 6 runs, 12 hits. That looks pretty normal. Whitey Ford pitched 4 innings, allowed 10 hits, 12 runs, only 6 of them earned. And as we look up, Manchester committed 5 errors, and that's something else since Manchester is generally a good fielding team. Deneen, the winner, 10 and 18. He went the distance. Ford, the loser, 15 and 10. Let me make this a tiny bit bigger. And I use this instead of the other fonts because I do a lot of Facebook posting, and this is what I use on the Facebook post to turn it into a JPEG file to post online. Home runs, Manchester, Euclid hit his 24th. Dallas hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home runs. That's quite a game. And I guess if you're done looking at it, I'm going to close that down. Let's go to T-ville at Lehigh. Lehigh wins 12-8. Miller the winner. Scherzer the loser. And since all these games are night games, I am going to sim them all, and we're going to do save Berlin at Horse Feathers for the first game today. Long Island at Hagerstown. Long Island wins 9-6. Howell the winner. Lever the loser. Amazing at Hadley Lake. And Hadley Lake defeats Amazing 8-1. Waddell the winner. Denny the loser in that game as Amazing drops his lead down to 2 games. D-Gens at Cleveland. Cleveland defeats D-Gens 4-3. White the winner. Joss the loser. St. Pete at Mid-Michigan. St. Pete wins 7-6. Lankford the winner. Jones the loser. My Vegas team at Deerfield Beach. And I lose 11-6. Lopat the winner. Shields the loser. I don't mind losing because I'm fighting with Freds for pick up 1 extra space in the draft. And since Freds is playing Canada, I'm sort of happy I lost that game as Freds defeats Canada 7-6 in a game that means nothing in the standings except for my spot in the draft. Winning pitcher Burley, loser Marshall. Carpathian at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay wins 5-4, picks up a half a game on Amazing. They're now only 1.5 games back in 10 innings. Tanana wins. Hahn the loser. Florence and Des Moines, 8-3 Des Moines. Baker the winner. Proley the loser. Hello, Beatles. Thank you for coming by. I hope you're feeling better as the sentiment by Big Clue is posted. And here we go to the game. Berlin at Horse Feathers. We hit the computer line up there to get Kramer, the pitcher. The computer line up here, we get Matlack. And then we go back here. And let's see if Berlin has nothing in there. So we hit the computer lineup. Go back here. Is there a lineup for Horse Feathers? Nope. Clue is in here, so I'm assuming that lineup is okay. We'll wait to a few seconds here for Big Clue to say, that's the one I want. It's fine according to Big Clue, and let's head for the field. Welcome to the Polo Grounds for tonight's game between Berlin and Horse Feathers. Berlin has won 6 straight and 8 of their last 10. Jack Kramer will start for Berlin. He's made 28 starts on the year, is 18-3 with an ERA of 2.85. That's a good record, I would say. His 4th start against Horse Feathers, he's 1-0 with a 3.62 as I get my letters and numbers straight. ERA against horse feathers. He'll be opposed by John Matlack for horse feathers. He's made 28 starts on the year, is 11-13 with an ERA of 3.39. It's his third start against Berlin. He's 0-2 with a respectable 2.16 ERA against Berlin. It's 67 degrees. Apparently no wind, and here we go down to the field. The batting order for Berlin: Landis in center batting first, Robinson in right. That's Floyd Robinson in right field batting second. Bobby Doerr at second batting third. Severs at first batting fourth. Stevens, the designated hitter. Smith, the third baseman, batting sixth. Minoso batting seventh and left. Aparicio batting eighth at shortstop, and Munson catching, batting ninth. In the outfield, Wally Post in left, Chet Lemon in center, Ryan Ludwig in right. Infield, left to right, Jones, Boudreau, Morgan, and Pena, who was recently acquired by Horse Feathers at the trade deadline. McCann catching, Matlack pitching. Landis steps to the plate. Here we go. Fly ball to left. That's going deep. That ball is out of here. Home run. Landis starts the game off by sending it over the field. It is a home run, and Berlin leads 1-0. After the first play of the game, Landis hits his 19th home run. It went 319 feet. A lot of home runs in this stadium. Floyd Robinson stepping to the plate, batting .268. 11 home runs, 50 runs batted in. Matlack needs to settle down after giving up that home run. He's into the windup, the pitch. Bounding ball up the middle. Morgan makes a great play over to Pena at first for the out. One up, one down, two up, one down. Joe Morgan's 13th great play. Matlack now to face Bobby Doerr. I traded Bobby Doerr to Berlin as the trade deadline approached. Doerr hitting .303, 6 home runs, 30 runs batted in. I also traded Matlack, who throws the ball. Center field, Lemon's under it. This one's not going to carry like that other one Landis hit, and there's two down. Roy Severs at first base, hitting .232, 15 home runs, 62 runs batted in. Matlack throws. There's a line drive, and that is going to be, well, we'll see. That's going to be a base hit. I wasn't sure if Ludwig caught it or trapped it. He trapped it, throws the ball in. Severs at first. And Vern Stevens stepping in, batting .230, 15 home runs, 48 runs batted in. The 1944 version of Vern Stevens has a lot of good years ahead of him. Matlack pitches. There is a dribbler to second base. Morgan up with it to Pena for the out. Inning is over, and after 1/2 inning, Berlin won. Horse Feathers coming to bat. After a sip of my morning coffee, we're going to do Horse Feathers lineup. Lou Boudreau at short, playing at batting first. Morgan at second, batting second. Jones at third, batting third. That's symmetric. Ludwig in right, batting fourth. Pena at first, batting fifth. He should be batting first, according to the lineup. Just kidding. McCann catching, batting sixth. Lemon in center, batting seventh. Post in left, batting eighth. And Gary Sheffield, the designated hitter, batting ninth. In the outfield, left to right, Minoso, Landis, and Robinson. In the infield, left to right, Smith, Aparicio, Doerr, and Severs. Catching, Munson. Pitching, Kramer. Boudreau steps in on a 9-game hitting streak. Make it 10. Oh, no, what a play by Kramer. I thought that was 10 games in a row, but Boudreau is out. Joe Morgan hitting 169. This wasn't his best season, but after this year, a series of season starts that make him probably the first or second best second baseman ever to play the game. Here's Kramer's pitch, and that is going to be a line drive. Great play by Louis Aparicio, his great play number 36, and there's 2 down. Kramer getting the sign from Munson as Chipper Jones stepping in, hitting 309 with 22 home runs, 64 runs batted in. And he's going to hit a fly ball deep into right field, but Floyd Robinson will have room, makes the catch. Inning is over. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Berlin. Berlin actually needs this game, quite frankly, a lot more than Horse Feathers needs it. Matlack this half inning will face Smith, Minoso, and Aparicio. Al Smith hitting 252, 13 home runs, 30 runs batted in. And then on a personal note, my first baseball glove in the 1950s was an Al Smith model. I still remember it. It looks like one of those flat pancake gloves they used in the 1940s. Matlack throws, pops it up to the infield. Jones is waiting underneath. That ball's going to come down right into his glove for the out, 1 down. Minnie Minoso coming to the plate. A .228 hitter with 8 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Matlack fires. And he hits a ground ball to Morgan at second. Over to first for the out. Minoso, a quick runner, is put out 4-3 as Louis Aparicio, speaking of quick runners, batting .232, 5 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Here's Matlack's pitch. Ground ball to first. Pena is going to field it easily. Going to beat Aparicio to the bag. Inning is over. We go to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 Berlin. Kramer this inning will face Ludwig, Pena, and McCann. Ludwig, 31 home runs in the year, 233 on the season. Ludwig hits a ground ball in between third and short, backhanded by Aparicio. Over to first, Severs puts it away cleanly for the out, 1 down. Carlos Pena, .221 hitter in part-time activity, only 17 hits and 17 hits at 77 at bats. Kramer's pitch. He hits a ground ball to first. Roy Severs up with it, steps on the bag, 2 up, 2 down. And Kramer will now face Brian McCann, a .221 hitter with 18 home runs and 56 runs batted in. He hits a line drive towards right field, and that's going to just make it over the glove of Bobby Doerr for a base hit as Brian McCann ends up on first base. That is Brian McCann, yeah. Every now and then I ask myself if I get the first name right. McCann takes his lead for Chet Lemon. Chet Lemon batting 7th, .215 average, 8 home runs, 25 runs batted in. The pitch by Kramer. Fly ball deep to center field. Landis backing up. He's at the wall. He puts it away just in front of the center field wall. Inning is over. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Berlin. Munson leads off here in the top of the third, followed by the top of the order, Landis and Robinson. Munson 212, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs. Matlack delivers, and there's a base hit in the right field. The ball isn't bouncing on the chalkboard, but It looked very similar to the hit in the first inning, so I called it before it gave me the actual information. As Jim Landis steps to the plate, he led this game off with a towering home run to left center field. This time he hits a ground ball back to the mound. Matlack to Morgan covering first. It was a bunt. It is a sacrifice. And once again, the AI decides to bunt early in the game with a guy that hit a home run in his previous at bat. Here's Matlack's pitch to Robinson. He struck him out. Robinson's down on strikes, 2 down. Bobby Doerr, 301, 6 home runs, 30 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Line drive into right field. That's going to make it all the way to the wall. Munson's going to round third. Ludwig chases the ball down. He's got it. Doerr goes to second. Runner scores. Throw comes into the infield. Doerr's going for third. Here's the throw. He slides. He is safe. Bobby Doerr's 6th triple of the season. It is now 2-1 Berlin. Roy Seavers hitting .234 with 15 home runs. Runner on third. Matlack throws. Ground ball up the middle. Morgan backhands it. He gets it to Pena. This ball is going to be dropped. There's an error on somebody. Let's find out who it is. Someone's injured. There's an error on Morgan, his 11th error of the season. And who's injured? Seavers is hurt. They don't change his name. He's going to be there for a batter here, but he is out of the game. Stevens steps in. We have no idea who's pinch running, but Stevens will step in 0 for 1, 229 with 15 home runs on the season. The pitch, they throw to first. It looks like something else happened. Fires to first. Dreesen is on first. Drives back. Okay. As I hit the wrong button. Dan Dreesen, another one of my trades on first base. Here's the pitch to Stevens. Line drive in the right center field. Makes it all the way to the wall. Dreesen rounds second. Stevens slides into second he is safe for the 12th double of the year. Runner scores. It is now 4-0 Berlin, and I'm going to look down to see if we're going to leave this pitcher in. David Zielinski's comes in. Hello. Thank you, David. Slash Deep Gaming checks in. We're going to leave the pitcher in. We're leaving the pitcher in. I don't see anything from Clue, so we're going to move on to Al Smith. The pitch. Stevens at second. Smith hits a blooper into left field. Base hit. Post picks it up on the hop. Stevens rounds third, scores. Throw comes into Jones. Smith holds at first. We now have a 5-0 score. That ought to trigger something in the AI, I would imagine, as Minnie Minoso steps up. 228 on the season, 8 home runs, 31 runs batted in. It does it. Matlack gets the sign. He pitches. Fly ball into center field. Lemon has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. It is a great play. And the inning is over as Chet Lemon makes a fantastic catch. His great play, number 9. We go to the bottom of the third, 5-0 Berlin. Well, Horse Feathers has their job cut out in front of them, and they will begin with Wally Post, followed by Sheffield and Lou Boudreau. Here's Kramer's pitch to Post. He struck him out. First strikeout of the game. Gary Sheffield coming to the plate, batting .206, 8 home runs, 16 runs batted in limited action, and he strikes out for the second strikeout for Kramer. And strolling to the plate, shortstop Lou Boudreau, .333 hitter, 5 home runs, 49 runs batted in. He hits a ground ball to Aparicio at short. He's up with it. Fires to Dreesen at the bag. He's out. Inning is over. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Berlin leads 5-0. Aparicio, Munson, and the top of the order Landis do up. Here's Matlack's pitch. Aparicio hits a bounding ball to Jones at third. He's going to have to hurry with the throw. Aparicio is a fast runner, and he is safe. Aparicio beats it out for an infield hit. Luis Aparicio at first. Munson, .217, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs. Comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. No throw. Stolen base number 32 for Luis Aparicio. Get rid of that little thing. Matlock is pitching to Munson still. Aparicio's going to third. Here's the throw. He's safe. He stole second and third on consecutive pitches. It is now 1 ball, 1 strike on the batter, but instead of a runner on first, there is a runner on third, 90 feet away from scoring. There's a ground ball to Pena at first. He's going to flip to Matlack, covering the bag. Going to get the out 1-3. However, the run scores. It's now 6-0. Jim Landis coming to the plate, hitting .280, 19 home runs, 69 RBIs. He's homered already in this game. And he strikes him out for Matlock's second strikeout of the game. Floyd Robinson stepping up to the plate. .267 on the season. He's grounded a second and struck out today. Here's Robinson's at bat, and he hits a ground ball to Boudreau. Boudreau up with it to Pena at first. Bottom half of the fourth is over without any damage. Excuse me, the top half of the fourth is over without any damage, I think. Is that it? What happens when I click the button here? Lost my place for a moment. Morgan in the bottom half of the inning comes up, followed by Jones and Ludwig. Kramer's pitch. Fly to right. Robinson under it, puts it away for the out. Every now and then I lose my orientation. I don't know whether I'm in the top of the inning or the bottom of the inning, but I am at the bottom of the inning. And Chipper Jones hitting .308, 22 home runs, comes to bat. He hits a ground ball directly at Aparicio, doesn't have to move, throws it to Dreesen covering, 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth as I get my orientation straightened away. For Ryan Ludwig, a .232 hitter, however, 31 home runs, has power. He hits a ground ball to Smith. Smith up with it. Cross the diamond to Dreesen. They get Ludwig for the third out of the inning. We go to the top of the fifth, 6-0 Berlin. I don't know why that is. I lose my orientation, but I think I'm thinking ahead to something I want to talk about in the game and lose track of the play-by-play. Bobby Doerr steps to the plate. Bobby Doerr, the third hitter, followed by Dreesen and Stevens. He's .304 on the season. And he walks. Matlack's first walk of the game. He will face Dan Dreesen. Dan Dreesen's first at bat. He came in to replace the injured Roy Sievers. Dreesen hits the ground ball. It's in the hole in the left field. Dorr going to go to second. Post up with it quickly into Boudreau. Dorr has to hold at second. Berlin has the table set. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. And Vern Stevens coming to the plate, hitting .231. There's a line drive right at Joe Morgan. He puts it away for the out. Dorr didn't have time to get off the bag much, so he wasn't much of a double play threat. Al Smith hitting .255 takes the pitch from Matlack. Not Matlock. He hits a line drive right back to Matlack. Out number 2, runners remain at first and second for Minnie Minoso. Minoso hits a slow ground ball to Morgan at second. He underhands it to Pena to get the speedy Minoso. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 6-0 Berlin. Berlin will send up, Horse Feathers will send up Pena, McCann, and Lemon. Kramer's pitch to Pena. He hits a line drive. Dreesen sticks his glove up. Look what I have. Hits an out. 1 down. McCann coming to the plate. He singled his first time up. Here's Kramer's pitch. Fly ball in the left. That travels well, but Minoso is under it. Puts it away. 2 up, 2 down for Chet Lemon, hitting .214 with 8 home runs. Ground ball past Dreesen all the way to the wall. Lemon's going to round first. Robinson getting the ball. He's got the ball. He's going to throw it in, but it's not going to be anywhere near close. Lemon's going for third. They missed the cutoff man. Will Lemon beat the throw? He is safe with a triple, his 7th of the year. And Horse Feathers 90 feet away of chipping away at the lead. Wally Post hitting an even 200 with 12 home runs. Fly ball in the center field. Landis under it. Puts it away as he backpedals. The inning is over. We go to the top of the 6th. Still 6-0 Berlin. Horse Feathers has not been playing great of late, and they've yet to get going in this game as Kramer has stymied them. Matlack to face the bottom part of the order, Aparicio, Munson, and Landis, who is at the top of the order. Aparicio with his 2 steals today hits a ground ball to Boudreau at short. He makes a great play. He's going to have to hurry. He gets him. 1 down. Thurman Munson, .215 on the season. He lined a single to right and grounded to first in this game. This is his 3rd official at-bat. Ground ball to Morgan. Morgan boots it, but he picks it up, throws to Pena for the out. 2 down in the inning. Let's take a look at the text. Hard ground ball to second. Morgan boots it, recovers nicely to Pena for the out. Jim Landis, .279 hitter, home run earlier today. He's been up 3 times. He hits a solo home run. He bunts in a sacrifice, and he strikes out. Let's see what he does now. Well, you heard it. We get to do this one more time. The 3rd strikeout for Matlack. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 6-0 Berlin. Gary Sheffield coming to the plate, batting .204. In today's game, If I can find the cursor, there it is. He has struck out in one plate appearance. Here's Kramer's pitch. That looks like a base hit, and it is. A poor play by Landis will that allow Sheffield to go to second. Here's the throw. He is safe. The fifth double of the year for Gary Sheffield. Lou Boudreau up. Boudreau hits a grounded to short. Aparicio has it. On to Dreesen. Sheffield has to hold. One out, runner on second. Bob Tomlinson checks in. Nice to see you, Bob. Thanks for coming by. Morgan comes to the plate with a runner on second base. Here's Kramer's pitch. Ground ball. That ball is going to be into left center field. Minoso charging at Sheffield. Goes back to the bag, luckily, as Minoso throws behind him. And it is runners on first and third for Horse Feathers with Chipper Jones coming to the plate. He's the guy you want up here, 307. 22 home runs, 64 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into center field. Landis moving to his left, puts it away. Will Sheffield try to score? Sheffield will score. And the first one of the game is scored by Horse Feathers. It's now 6-1. Ryan Ludwig with his 31 home runs stepping to the plate. He's grounded out twice. Actually lined into it. He lined into a out and grounded out. Got to get my cursor there. We'll do that one more time. Fly ball to center. Landis has it. Jones is out. Matlack retreats. Sheffield scored. I know what it was. I'm reading the play, but I hit the replay by accident. So let's do this again. Morgan at first, one run in. Ludwig up with his 31 home runs. If I hit the right button, we'll get a play. Long drive to left field. Minoso tracking it, and puts it away for the out. We now go to the top of the seventh inning. 6-1 Berlin. I do a lot of clicking with that mouse. I don't necessarily look at where I'm clicking all the time, so every now and then I miss. Because when you do these broadcasts, you have to multitask. You don't always have time to look everywhere. Matlack to face. Hitters 2, 3, and 4. Robinson, Dorr, and Dreesen. Matlack's pitch. Strikeout number 4. Bobby Dorr coming to the plate. Dorr lined to triple down the first base line in the third inning. He's flied to right and walked in the other two batting position. And he walks again. Dorr at first. McCann gives a sign to Matlack. Dreesen staring out at the pitcher. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Morgan at second. Morgan to short for one, over to first. That is an inning-ending double play, and we go to the bottom of the seventh. 6-1. Pena, McCann, and Lemon do up for Horse Feathers. It's time to get something going here as Kramer is pitching a 4-hit game. Here's his pitch to Pena. Struck him out. McCann. Fly ball to right field. Robinson backing up an inch or two, but plenty of room out there. He puts it away for the out. And here's the pitch to Lemon. Bounding ball to first. Dreesen up with it. Steps on the bag. That was a quick inning. We go to the top of the eighth, 6-1. Berlin. Stevens due up. Hitters 5, 6, and 7, followed by Smith and Minoso. This team is full of Sox and ex-Sox. Line drive. That ball is out of here. Didn't take that one very long. Vern Stevens home run number 24, 290 feet off that short porch here in the Polo Grounds. Ground ball back to the mound. Matlack to Pena for the out. And Al Smith is the first out of the inning. That leadoff home run was the second time a leadoff home run in an inning for this game. The game was led off by Landis homering. Minoso at the plate. He strikes out. Number 5 for Matlack, who now will face Louis Aparicio. Aparicio, it's a little dribble at the first. Pena takes it himself. We go to the bottom of the eighth inning, 7-1 Berlin. Post Sheffield and Boudreau due up for Horse Feathers. The pitch to Post. Ground ball to Aparicio. He's been a busy man today. Over to Dreesen for the out. One down here in the eighth inning. Gary Sheffield due up. He struck out and lined a double his last time up. Here's Kramer's pitch. Fly ball in the left field. Minoso coming in to field it. He puts it away for the out. 2 down. Bottom of the eighth. Lou Boudreau coming to bat. He's on a 9-game hitting streak. He's grounded to the pitcher, grounded it short twice. He needs a base hit to keep this going. Kramer throws. Base hit. Lou Boudreau now has a 10-game hitting streak. That was a poor play by Bobby Doerr, the number 9 poor play of the season for Bobby Doerr. For those who don't know, Lou Boudreau, who now plays for Horse Feathers, will spend some time with Bobby Doerr on the Boston Red Sox in the 1940s. Joe Morgan, 170 batter. Morgan has line to short, line to right, and singled. Here's the pitch. And now he's walked. Promising inning, even though there's 2 outs. One big fly, and Horse Feathers is back in the game as Chipper Jones steps up to the plate with 22 of them. This is the guy you want up to face Kramer. The pitch. And Kramer seems to have lost his target. The bases are now loaded as Ryan Ludwig comes to bat. 31 home runs. That would scare me if I was the pitcher. Let's see what Matlack is made out of. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Kramer stabs it to Dreesen. And Horse Feathers leaves the bases loaded in the bottom of the eighth. We go to the ninth. Berlin still maintains 7-1 lead. Legends comes by. Legends, looking forward to your game tonight. For anybody who's listening in who hasn't heard already, Legends New Football League, which I'm eagerly looking forward to, begins at 8 Eastern this evening. And I want to know that I'm going to be the first one in the stadium. I hope other people join me. We have a good crowd here for early baseball here at the Polo Grounds. Matlack will face Munson top of the order, Landis and Floyd Robinson. Here's the pitch to Munson. Hits the ground ball to Chipper Jones. Jones up with it across the diamond. Munson looks like he may beat it out. He is out. He is a half a step short on that one. Landis coming to bat. Landis today, as we all saw led off the game with a home run. Bunted to the pitcher, is in the third, something I'll never understand, and has struck out twice. Here's the pitch. Line drive down the right field line. That ball is into the corner. Landis rounding first, headed for second. Rounding first, headed for second. There he goes. Here's the throw. It's going to be close. He is safe with his 20th double of the season. Well, I guess Berlin is not over yet as they send Floyd Robinson to the plate, 266 hitter with 11 home runs. In today's game, he's grounded to second, struck out twice, and grounded to short. Here's the pitch to Robinson by Matlack. There is a blooping ball into left center field that drops. Chet Lemon picks it up. Will he throw home? Will Lemon come? Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe. It is now 8-1 Berlin, and they now have 11 hits in the game. Bobby Dorr coming to bat. 304 hitter, 6 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Pena at first. And Dorr walks. As I look down, are we going to change pitchers yet? We don't know. It's 8-1. If Matlack's not tired, I don't see why we're going to tire someone else out. I don't see anything. The computer isn't changing them. So I'm not going to change him. Matlack's pitch to Dreesen. Ground ball to third. Jones up with it. To second for the out. There's 2 away as Robinson took the shorter throw. 2 down, 1 run in, runners on first and third. Matlack facing Stevens. Here's the pitch. Is a ground ball to Boudreau at short. Flips it underhanded to Morgan for the out. We go to the bottom of the ninth with Horsfeather's job cut out for them. They trail by 7, 8-1. Kramer, on the verge of a complete game, will face Pena, McCann, and Lemon in today's game. Pena's grounded to first, line to first, struck out. Here's Kramer's pitch, and he's going to hit a ground ball to third. Smith up with it. Pena, who's a quick runner, is out, and it seems like all the close calls are going against Horsfeathers today. McCann comes to bat. 222 on the season on the day. He singled and flied out twice. The pitch. Strikeout number 4 for Kramer, and Horsfeathers mercifully is down to their last out as Chet Lemon comes to bat. Flied to deep center, line to triple, and grounded to first. Here's Kramer's pitch. It's already a poor play. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll read it when it's done. He's out. A poor play, but it's fair. That will go for extra bases. Okay. It's in the corner. Lemon rounds second. Smith fires to second. Lemon lunges for the base, and they got him. He's out. The game is over. Berlin leads 8-1. I'm not sure what the chalkboard saw, but that was an attempted double by Lemon, and he is thrown out to end the game. At the line score at the end of this game, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Berlin, 1-6-1 for Horsfeathers. Let's go to the box score. Berlin has Landis 2 for 4, and of course that leadoff homer, 2 for 5 for Stevens. Kramer went 9 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Struck out for a walk, 2. Got his 19th victory of the season. Matlack loses game number 14, even though he went 9 innings for a complete game, 11 hits. He allowed 8 runs, 5 of them earned. Anything else of any note here? Severs is out for a couple of days. He will come back on the 8th of September. Let's go to the rest of today's games. As you can see, by the way, Berlin now takes over second place in the Earth Division temporarily, 5.5 games behind Manchester. Horsefeathers now in third place by a half a game. Well, let me see. That was the last game of the day. Let's go on to the next day's games. We got San Francisco at Chico's. 4-0 San Francisco. Nichols the winner, Brown the loser. Manchester at Dallas. I'm sure that Horsefeathers is rooting for Dallas again. They scored 20 runs in the last game. However, Manchester defeats them 8-5. Whitey Ford the winner and Young the loser. I don't know how Whitey Ford became the winner in that game, but let me check. Ford started that game. He pitched 6 innings. I'm not sure how that happened. I'm going back a day because he also started this game and went 4 innings. I don't know what the AI is doing, but that's something I'd look into. That just doesn't look right to me. St. Pete at Michigan. Mid-Michigan wins 7-2. Jackson the winner. Albers the loser. Fred's at Canada. Canada wins 10-0. Newhouser wins his 21st game. And Drysdale loses his 9th. Florence and Des Moines. 3-1 Des Moines. Barber the winner. Lee the loser. T-ville at Lehigh. Lehigh loses at home to T-ville 8-2. Frazier the winner. Halicki the loser. In the next game in the series, we have Berlin at Horsefeathers. Let's see if Horsefeathers can even the score. And they do, 5-4. Killian defeats Hunter. McCann goes 2 for 2 with his 19th home run. Long Island at Hagerstown. 11-1 Hagerstown. McWilliams the winner, Palmer the loser. Let's see which one of these games do we want to do. Cleveland's 2.5 games behind Chico's. Amazing 1.5 games ahead of Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay did not play today. Well, I think we're going to play D-Gens at Cleveland, so let's autoplay this Amazing game. Amazing wins 5-4. Hamill's the winner. Monbouquet, ex-Red Sox pitcher, the loser. Let's do these last 2 games along with Chico's second game of the doubleheader, so this Cleveland game means something. Vegas at Deerfield Beach. Vegas wins 8-5. 13 innings, having the winner, Kern the loser. Ryan Braun hits his 20th home run of the season. And auto playing San Francisco at Chico's. Chico's loses to San Francisco 8-6 in 11 innings. Chamberlain the winner. Briggs the loser. That puts Chico's 2 games up on Cleveland, who we're going to play right now. D-Gens at Cleveland. Tim Wakefield against Dennis Eckersley. We have a Red Sox versus Red Sox, or ex-Red Sox, starting pitchers. Now we go back to D-Gens, do they have saved lineups? Nope. There's the lineup. How about saved lineups for Cleveland? We do not. Let's go down to the field. Welcome to Forbes Field for tonight's game between D-Gens and Cleveland. Tim Wakefield starts for D-Gens. He's made 3 starts on the year, is 1-4 with an ERA of 6.93. His first start against Cleveland, he'll be opposed by Dennis Eckersley for Cleveland. He's made 20 starts on the year, is 7-8 with an ERA of 4.08. I guess there's going to be some runs scored in this game. His second start against D-Gens, he's 0-1 with a 2.25 ERA. It's 71 degrees, wind speed 1 mile per hour. I don't know how they measured that. It's in from center field, and they have light rain. I don't think the wind is a factor. We don't know about the rain yet. Play ball! The lineup for D-Gens: LaJoy at short batting first, Hernandez at first batting second, Ramirez on left batting third, Ortiz the DH batting fourth, Holmes in center batting fifth, Flick in right batting sixth, Pedroia at second batting seventh, Bradley at third batting eighth, Molina catching batting ninth. In the outfield, Rice, Lynn, and Clemente. Rice and Lynn are used to playing with one another. That's quite an outfield, if you ask me. Looks like Jim Rice was a much better fielder, by the way, than most people thought. That looks like a good fielding outfield. Cantu, Grote, Ugla, and Dick Stewart, who is anything but a good fielder at first base. Catching, we're going to move this down, is Carlton Fisk, and one Hall of Famer. Carlton Fisk is catching another Hall of Famer, Dennis Eckersley. Lajoie stepping to the plate, 346 hitter, 8 home runs, 75 runs batted in. As I pronounce his name properly, as I tend to intersperse LaJoie and Lajoie, I have no idea why. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short, rode up with it. Stewart has it for the out, 1 up, 1 down. Eckersley now to face Keith Hernandez, a part-time player for Canada most of the year. He was highly sought after at the trade deadline, and the prize was won by D-Gens. Here's Eckersley's pitch. Line drive deep to left center field. That one's going back. It is back. It is off the wall. Jim Rice takes it on a bounce, throws it in, and Hernandez is on second with a double. Keith Hernandez's 4th double of the season. Eckersley now will face Manny Ramirez, 257, 21 home runs, 78 runs batted in. Eckersley pitching to Fisk with Ramirez up. Looks like a Red Sox interleague game. Now, Eckersley is going to face Ortiz as Rice struck out. Ramirez strikes out. I don't know why. I confuse Rice and Ramirez all the time. With all these Red Sox players on the field, I'll be lucky to get half the calls correct. Eckersley to face Ortiz, 211, 12 home runs, 45 runs batted in. He pops it up in the infield. Ugla sizing this high fly ball up. It'll come down eventually, and it does, right into Ugla's glove. We go to the bottom of the first. D-Gens nothing. Cleveland coming to bat. There's certainly a lot of Red Sox players on the field. Cantu, however, is not one of them. Cantu leading off for Cleveland, followed by Grote. Rice is batting third, Clemente fourth, Lynn fifth, Ugla at second batting sixth, Fisk catching batting seventh, Stewart at first batting eighth, Jacobs the DH for Cleveland. In the outfield, Ramirez, Holmes, and Flick left to right. Bradley, Lajoie, Pedroia, and Hernandez, whose name appears to be too long to fit in that gray box at first. Molina catching, Wakefield pitching, and here's the first pitch. Fly ball to center field. Holmes backing up. He is got the ball on the warning track for the out. One down, bottom of the first. Wakefield to face Dick Grote. 393 hitter in only 28 at-bats. Here's the pitch. Ground ball back to the mound. Wakefield up with it, underhands it to Hernandez for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Jim Rice, who I'm going to confuse all day with Manny Ramirez, stepping to the plate. Both of them playing left field for the Boston Red Sox. One of them in the Hall of Fame, and one, if he hadn't tested positive, would be in the Hall of Fame with him. Rice hitting .237, 30 home runs, 107 runs batted in. Wakefield throws to his ex-teammate, and is going to be a fly ball to center field. Holmes coming in, puts it away for the out. We go to the top of the second, no score. Degens sends home Flick and Pedroia to the plate to face Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley. And there's the second strikeout of the game for Eckersley. Flick coming to the plate, batting .304, 4 home runs, 31 RBIs. And he pops it up. Carlton Fisk is under it. He puts it away, reaching in to the stands to pull it out. Great play by Carlton Fisk. Great play number 10. Eckersley now will face, surprisingly, another Red Sox player, .262 hitter in Dustin Pedroia. 11 home runs, 71 runs batted in. He's from the 1978 season. He was the MVP of the American League in 1978. He hits it to his counterpart, Ugler, at second, over to Dick Stewart for the out. The inning is over, and we head to the bottom of the second, no score. Wakefield, who some think will be in the Hall of Fame someday, is now going to pitch to Clemente, Lynn, and Ugla. Clemente, a Hall of Famer, stepping in. He's hitting .344 in the league with 16 home runs, 83 runs batted in. He's having a great year. Here's Wakefield's pitch. He hits a fly ball into shallow left field. Lajoie parking under it. And on the outfield grass, he puts it away for the out. As I hit the button on the wrong spot, Freddie Lynn. Freddie Lynn in 1978 also had a good year. He was the American League Rookie of the Year and MVP in 1975 for the Red Sox. Here's Wakefield's pitch. He hits a bounding ball back to the mound. Wakefield backhands it to Hernandez for the out. 2 down here in the bottom of the second for Dan Ugla, hitting .207, 35 RBIs, 10 home runs. Here's Wakefield's knuckleball, and he gets his first strikeout of the game. We go to the top of the third with Bill Bradley, the third baseman, due up. .274 hitter, 7 home runs, 53 runs batted in. Eckersley throws, and he strikes him out for the third strikeout of the game. Yadier Molina stepping in, .273, one of the better defensive catches in baseball. 2 home runs, 29 RBIs. Eckersley throws, and there's a base hit in the center field. Lynn picks it up on a hop, throws it into Dick Grote. Molina at first, not a threat to steal for Knapp. Lajoie. Knapp, one of the few players in baseball history who had a team's nickname named after him. The Cleveland team in the dead ball era was called the Cleveland Naps. He's 0 for 1, .345 on the season, 8 home runs, 75 runs batted in. Runner on first. The pitch, fly ball into left field. Jim Rice moving over to his left, puts it away. Molina backtracks to first. Rice throws it in, and it's a miracle I didn't call him Manny Ramirez. Eckersley now to face Keith Hernandez. Hernandez's first time up, doubled off the wall to left. Here's the pitch by Eckersley. He hits a ground ball up the middle. Ugla up with it to Stewart. They've got the out. We go to the bottom of the third. Still no score. Carlton Fisk to face a pitcher he caught a lot. Oh, never caught, excuse me. Fisk was long before Tim Wakefield. But Fisk is hitting .217, 15 home runs, 56 runs batted in. Wakefield's pitch. He hits it to right, flick under it, puts it away for the out. Someone is injured. It is Carlton Fisk. It's probably just a one-game injury. He did catch 157 games. That would indicate to me that that will not be a long-term injury as Dick Stewart steps to the plate. 21 home runs, .231 average. Wakefield's pitch. He hits a ground ball to Lajoie at short. He's got it. He's up with it to Hernandez for the out, 2 down. As Wakefield will now face Mike Jacobs, the DH. 197, 13 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Wakefield's pitch. Strikeout number 2. We go to the top of the fourth. Still no score. Eckersley will be pitching to a new catcher, Smokey Burgess. Burgess of the Pittsburgh Pirates fame now will be behind the plate. Manny Ramirez, .256 hitter, 21 home runs. Eckersley throws. Fly ball into shallow left field. Grote moving into foul territory. Will he have room? Will he have room? He reaches into the stands to pull that one out. What a great play. It's number 2 for Dick Grote. David Ortiz to face Eckersley. Ortiz walks. Beatles lets us know that the other person the team was named after was Wilbert Robinson, for whom the Brooklyn Robins were named. And I get the opportunity to thank Beatles for getting me into dead ball baseball. So I do that every time I get a chance. So I'm doing it now as Tommy Holmes, a .281 hitter with 7 home runs, 63 runs batted in, steps to the plate. He hits a ground ball to short. Dick rode up with it. Stewart has it for the out. Ortiz goes to second. He's in scoring position for D-Gens. D-Gens has the only 2 hits of the game. Elmer Flick hitting .303 with 4 home runs, steps to the plate. Long ball deep to right field. That is caught by Clemente in the corner. What a play by Roberto Clemente to end the inning. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, still no score. As I shut my mic off for a second to clear my throat. I don't usually call double headers. I lose my voice right about now. So hopefully hold on for another 4.5 innings as Cantu steps to the plate, followed by Dick Grote and Jim Rice. Cantu 0 for 1. Here's Wakefield's pitch. Ball's in the corner, past Bradley at third. Rounding first is Cantu. Ramirez chasing after the ball. Cantu's going to second. Ramirez is throwing. That ball is too late as Cantu gets his 25th double of the season. And more importantly, the first hit for Cleveland. Wakefield's no-hitter is gone after 3 innings as Dick Grote, batting .379, stepping to the plate with a runner in scoring position. Wakefield throws, and that ball is something. That ball's into the corner. It looks like it's fair. It is. Runners on first and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning for Cleveland. That was a line drive down the left field line, and Ramirez takes it on a short hop. Not what I would have called from the play I saw on the chalkboard, but that's the play that happened. Jim Rice, 0 for 1, facing Tim Wakefield. He pops it up behind the plate. Will Molina be able to get this before it goes in the stands? We're going to have to wait and see. It's in the stands. We get to do this one more time. Wakefield's pitch. Rice pops it up. This time it's to the infield. Pedroia will be under it. Pedroia will put it away for the out. Runners cannot advance. We have 1 out. The double play now is in play. However, Roberto Clemente is a tough guy to double up. Here's Wakefield's pitch. Slow ground ball to first. Hernandez got it. Boots it for his 3rd error of the game of the season. Excuse me. It is Hernandez's 3rd error. He's a 10-rated first baseman, so that is a surprise. The runner scores. Cleveland leads 1-0. But more importantly, they have runners on first and second with only 1 out for Freddie Lynn. 345 on the season, 15 home runs, 52 runs batted in. Here's Wakefield's pitch. Fly ball in the left field. Ramirez coming in. Puts it away. Runners have to hold. Ramirez throws it into third base. Ugla today is 0 for 1, 206 on the season. Wakefield's pitch with runners on first and second. He hits a ground ball to second base. Pedroia picks it up, easy out to first. The inning is over. We go to the top of the 5th, 1-0 Cleveland. Pedroia, Bradley, and Molina, the bottom third of T-Gen's order, due up to face Dennis Eckersley. Pedroia, 262. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Cantu at third. He picks it up. Pedroia is a speedy little guy, but he's not going to beat this one out as Stewart fields it cleanly for the out. Bill Bradley, 274 hitter, 0 for 1 on the day. Here's Eckersley's pitch. Fly ball to center field. Freddie Lynn coming in, puts it away. There's 2 down. Quickly, Molina stepping to the plate. He's 1 for 1, hitting 275 on the season. Eckersley throws. There's a ground ball to Grote. Backhands it in the hole. Long throw to first. He's got him because Molina is slow. The inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Cleveland. Wakefield this inning will face Burgess, Stewart, and Jacobs. Burgess and Stewart were teammates in that early Pittsburgh Pirates team. I believe this is Burgess's first plate appearance as he replaced the injured Carlton Fisk. Here's Wakefield's pitch. Fly ball to center fields. Holmes moving back in front of the warning track, puts it away for the out, 1 down. Wakefield will now face Dick Stewart, 0 for 1, 231 on the season. And he puts him down on strikes as Mike Jacobs hitting 196. He's also 0 for 1 in the game. Wakefield throws. And he puts him away to end the inning. That was strikeout number 4. We go to the top half of the 6th. 1-0 Cleveland. Dennis Eckersley to face. Lajoie, Hernandez, and Ramirez. I haven't called them LaJoy in a couple of innings. I'm doing pretty good. Lajoie hitting 345, 0 for 2 on the day, however, and Eckersley throws. Ground ball to Dick Stewart at first. It may be a surprise, but he fielded it clean. He went to the bag for the out, 1 down. Keith Hernandez, a 10-rated first baseman, the opposite of Dick Stewart, who made an error the last inning, batting .220. Eckersley throws. He hits a ground ball to Grote at short. Grote's going to whip it across the diamond. He's got him for the out, 2 up, 2 down, as this game is moving really quickly with only 4 hits. Manny Ramirez, 256 on the season, 0 for 2 today. Eckersley's pitch. He's out of here. Someone's ejected. They don't like it. Who's ejected? Was it Dennis Eckersley? Dennis Eckersley is ejected from the game, pitching a 2-hit shutout. Manny Ramirez must have been walked, right? Fastball outside. Eckersley didn't agree, and the umpire threw him out of the game. Well, here's a good question. Who do we put in? Do we have Cleveland's manager here? Let me look at my list because I forget. Let the computer do it. Well, I'd love to let the computer do it. There's got to be a button here somewhere, right? We're in the middle of the inning. Let's see what we got. We have a ton of relief pitchers, right? I don't want to display the starters. They will select, okay? Hit the computer. Someone help me out here because I hit that button. Well, okay, just hit this button. Will he put him in? He did. Chance, thank you very much. I figured that out. I've never done that before. Chance, the left-hander, has pitched in 19 games this season. He has a 5.61 ERA, 2 wins and 4 losses. The lefty will face David Ortiz, Holmes, and Flick here in the 6th inning. Base hit in the center field. Ramirez stops at second. He's going to third. The throw by Freddie Lynn is too late. Manny Ramirez safe at third. David Ortiz at first. Fred Lynn, who threw the ball. All ex-Red Sox players, we have runners on first and third, 2 away. Tommy Holmes, 281 on the season, 0 for 2 on the game. Chance throws to the lefty Holmes. He hits a ground ball up the middle, caught by Chance, the pitcher, over to Stewart to end the inning. They dodge a bullet. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 Cleveland. Tim Wakefield will face top of the order for Cleveland. Cantu followed by Grote and Rice. Cantu 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to center field, backing up Holmes, backing up. He's backing up. He puts it away right in front of the wall in center field on the warning track. 1 down. Dick Grote, hitting 430 at-bats this year, will face Wakefield. And he's going to hit it to third. Bradley's going to be up with it. Going to throw to Hernandez at first. They're going to get him. 2 up, 2 down quickly here in the bottom of the 6th. Jim Rice, 237, 0 for 2 on the game. Wakefield throws, and he hits him. Jim Rice laughs as he goes to first base. There's no way a Tim Wakefield pitch will hurt you. Wakefield now will face Roberto Clemente, 0 for 2 on the day, 343 on the season. Here's Wakefield's pitch. Line drive, base hit, left field. Jim Rice going around second. Will he go to third? He will go to third. He will beat the throw. It's cut off by Lajoie. And Cleveland has runners on first and third against Wakefield with 2 outs. Clemente takes his lead. Wakefield gets his sign for Molina. Freddie Lynn, the 1975 MVP and Rookie of the Year, is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. He walks. The bases are loaded. Wakefield's first walk of the game. He's got 98 pitches. He's now to face Dan Ugla, which is probably who I would rather face than Fred Lynn. 206 average, 10 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Here's Wakefield's pitch. And he's going to pop it up to the infield. Looks like Wakefield's going to get out of it if Bradley can catch this cleanly. He puts it away for the out. We go to the top of the 7th, still 1-0 Cleveland. Degens has a chance as Wakefield has pitched in the clutch when he's gotten in trouble, which hasn't been too often because there's only 3 hits for each team. Wakefield has been able to pitch out of it. Top of the 7th, Flick, Pedroia, and Bradley to face Bobby Shantz. He faces the 0-2 Flick. Here's the pitch, and there's a base hit in the right field. Degens gets the leadoff runner on. I'm not sure what the statistic is, but somewhere in my brain, I remember seeing a statistic that if you get the first runner on in an inning with no outs, you have something like a 60% chance of scoring that runner. So let's see what they can do as the 261 hitter, Dustin Pedroia, steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. There goes Flick. There's a ground ball to short. He's got to go to first to get him because the runner was off with the pitch. Flick goes to second, represents the tying run, only 1 out. That is what is defined as a productive out for Dustin Pedroia. Bobby Shantz now will face the 273 hitting Bill Bradley. 0 for 2. He bats from the right side. Shantz is a lefty. Here's the pitch. There is a ground ball to Dick Stewart at first. Stewart, who's had a perfect day in the field, which didn't happen very often, gets the runner. Going to first, Flick goes to third. Although there's 2 outs, the tying run is only 90 feet away for Yard a Year. Molina, 274 hitter. He has one of the 3 Degens hits today. Here's the pitch by Shantz. Molina hits a ground ball back to the mound. Shantz up with it. Over to Stewart for the out. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, Cleveland will send up Burgess, Stewart, and Jacobs to face Tim Wakefield, who's thrown an even 100 pitches. Burgess, only up 17 times this year, is hitting 176. Here's Wakefield's pitch. Ground ball in the left field, base hit. Burgess on first base. Ramirez throws it in the Lajoie. Dick Stewart comes to the plate, batting .230, 0 for 2 on the day. Burgess takes his lead. Wakefield looks over and throws to Stewart. Stewart hits a fly ball into left field. Ramirez, he's underneath it. He puts it away for the out. Burgess retreats to first base. There's 1 down. Runner on first. For Mike Jacobs, who's hitting 195, he's 0 for 2 on the day. Burgess takes his lead. Wakefield throws. Ball gets away from Molina. Burgess goes to second base. It is a wild pitch, according to the official score. Burgess represents the insurance run at second base for Jacobs. Let's pitch to him again and see what Wakefield does. That looks like a base hit, but it may be caught. We'll have to find out. Flick picks it up on a hop as Jacobs remains at first base. That is a base hit. Wakefield now shows a little red on his 111 pitches. He's got runners on first and third with one out. I will spend a moment and take a look at the chat to see if Mike Silva wants to do anything before the computer does. The computer's in charge. Runners on first and third. Top of the order for Cleveland. Cantu is 1 for 3 on the day. He's still 1 for 3 as Wakefield walks the bases loaded as second walk of the day. Dick Grote, the shortstop, coming to the plate. Grote 1 for 3. He lined a single in the fourth. He's batting .387, but only a small sample, 31 at bats. Here's Wakefield's pitch. Grote hits a line drive right at Pedroia. He catches it. It was hit so hard, no one could go very far. There's 2 outs. Wakefield still on the mound to face Jim Rice. Rice 237 on the season, 0 for 2 in the game. Allow Manny Del Carmen to pitch, and if Mike wanted the computer to do it, I'm assuming we're going to bring Del Carmen in to face Rice. Del Carmen on the season, 41 appearances, 47 innings, 1-0 with a 189 ERA. He's had a great year. The pitch to Rice. He struck him out. We go to the top of the 8th, still 1-0 Cleveland. Bobby Shantz today, who's come in and pitched 1 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits and no runs, has done a good job. He will be facing Lajoie, Hernandez, and Ramirez, the top of DGen's order. Lajoie 0 for 3 in the game. Now he's 0 for 4. That doesn't happen very often. Keith Hernandez 1 for 3, committed an error earlier in the game. 218 on the season. Allow Mike Lowell to pinch hit. Well, I'm going with the computer. Great play by Shantz. Over to Stewart for the out. 2 down, top of the 8th. Great play number 3 for Bobby Shantz. Manny Ramirez, he's 0 for 2 in the day. There's going to be a lot of 0 for 2s and 0 for 3s in a game with only 9 hits. Here's the pitch. That ball is hit well, way down the left field line. That ball is into the stands, foul. Manny comes back to home plate, picks up his bat, steps up to the plate. Shantz throws. And he puts him away for the out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We hold a 1-0 Cleveland lead. Del Carmen looks good. He will face Roberto Clemente, Lynn, and Ugler, the heart of Cleveland's order. There's a base hit in the right field on the ground. Clemente on first. A moderate threat to steal as Fred Lynn steps to the plate. 344 in the season. 0 for 2 today, like so many others. He hits a fly ball into right field. Flick is going to have it measured. He puts it away for the out. Clemente retreats to first. 1 down runner on first for Dan Ugler hitting 205, 0 for 3 on the game. He walks. Del Carmen now has a little bit of trouble. He has runners on first and second. Only one out to face Smokey Burgess, who singled his last time up. Hits the ball foul. We'll do it again. Hits a slow roller to Bradley at third. He's up with it. It's going to throw across the diamond. Burgess, not a fast runner, but he beats that out. The bases will be loaded. Manny Del Carmen shows red in his box after 21 pitches. He probably has a upper pitch limit of 20. The bases are loaded for Dick Stewart, 230 hitter, 0 for 3 on the day. Let's see if the computer replaces the pitcher. They're going to let him pitch. Dick Stewart, it's a fly ball into shallow right field. Flick is coming in. I'm not sure Clemente's going to try to score on that one. And he doesn't. He holds. And Del Carmen now will face Mike Jacobs, the DH. Jacobs 1 for 3 on the day, 198. On the season, will the computer replace Del Carmen now? He will not. The computer lets him pitch, and there's a line drive right to first base. He is out, and we go to the top of the ninth inning, 1-0 Cleveland. Last chance for the D-Gens, trailing 1-0 in Cleveland, 1-7-0. The D-Gens 0-4-1. David Ortiz, the heart of the order for D-Gens, followed by Holmes and Flick. Bobby Shantz staying in there. Here's the pitch. And that looks like a base hit. For some reason, that ball's not bouncing in the outfield before the outfielders pick it up. Tying run on first. Holmes at the plate. He's 0 for 3, 280 on the season. The computer's in charge, so let's see what he does. Ortiz stays at first. Holmes at the plate. 280 on the season. The pitch. Base hit in the center field. Ortiz is going to stop at second base. Fred Lynn throws the ball into Grote. And we now have runners on first and second. I'm going to pause a moment in case the manager for D-Gens wants to do any pinch running, pinch hitting, whatever he wants to do. I'll give him 30 seconds before we call the next play. Just go. Okay. Bobby Shantz facing the left-handed Flick, 305 on the season, 1 for 3 on the day. Foul ball by Flick. We get to do this one more time. Fly ball into deep right field. Clemente's got a beat on it, however, right in front of the... Oh, it's off the wall. Clemente misjudged that as it hit the wall. Tying run scores. Go-ahead run right behind him. Flick on his way to third, and he is safe with a triple, his 10th triple of the year. And the D-Gens manager knew exactly what he was doing as they now take a 2-1 lead here in the ninth inning. Shantz has given up the lead for Pedroia, who's looked now. The D-Gens are looking for that insurance run. Pedroia 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. It's going to be into the outfield past Ugler for a base hit. 3-1 lead. And the computer is leaving Shantz in to face Bradley, it looks like. Bradley, 272 in the season, 0 for 3. And there's the computer bringing in Bill Campbell. Bill Campbell's now pitching. Bill Campbell, once again, an ex-Red Sox player, 17 appearances this season, 24 innings, 43 hits. That doesn't look too good on the score sheet. 5.47 ERA, no wins, no losses, one save, and batters are hitting 368 against him, which would indicate to me Bradley's going to get a hit. That ball's down the line all the way to the wall. Pedroia rounding second. I'll be surprised if Pedroia, with his speed, doesn't score when the chalkboard finally catches up to all this. Bradley going to second. Here's the throw. He's safe. Pedroia, however, remains at third. And we now have runners on second and third with Benji Molina up here. Made sense for Pedroia to hold due to the fact there's no outs in the inning. Molina 1 for 3 on today's game, and he's intentionally walked by Campbell to face Nap Lajoie. Well, I suppose that's the call. Let's see what it does. And there's a line drive in the center field. That's going to drop. One run's going to score. Bradley was holed at third because there's nobody out, and there's no reason to push it as the D-Gens have a 4-1 lead. Bill Buckner coming to the plate. Buckner hitting .258 for the season. Campbell throws. Buckner hits a ground ball to Ugla to second for one. That's all they're going to get. Another run's going to score. It is 5-1, and Molina's going to be at third. Buckner at first. Manny Ramirez to the plate, 0 for 3 on the game. Here's Campbell's pitch. There's a base hit. Another run scores. I can't believe Campbell was the best choice to bring in here, because why would you bring a guy in from the bullpen who's got an average against to 368 in a tight game? I'll never understand it, but D-Gens is happy they did. Campbell will now face Smokey Burgess, who's hitting .215 on the season because he's 2 for 3 on the day. Runners on first and second. Oh, excuse me, I'm wrong. That was Ortiz. As I called that wrong, he lined out to right field. Tommy Holmes up. Holmes batting .282, 1 for 4 on the day. Campbell, 24 pitches into a miserable relief appearance. We'll have Ramirez at first, Buckner at second. Holmes 1 for 4. Here's Campbell's pitch. Fly ball to center field. Lynn backing up. Puts it away for the out. Inning over. As we go to the bottom of the ninth, it is 6-1 D-Gens. This is a tale of two games. Indians pitch a wonderful game for 8 innings, leading 1-0 throughout most of the game. And D-Gens tease off on them in the top of the 6th. And I don't think there's a problem winning this game for D-Gens. Let's see if the computer replaces Del Carmen, and it does with Hideki Okajima. Okajima will face the top of Cleveland's order, Cantu, Grote, and Rice. Fly ball to left. Ramirez in. Puts it away, 1 down. Dick Grote, 1 for 4. Okajima throws. Base hit in the center field. I guess that's how all the rallies start, but hopefully there won't be another one. Jim Rice, 0 for 3 on the day to face Okajima. He's going to hit a ground ball at shortstop. This could end the game. Pedroia for 1. Buckner for 2. The game is over. Degens comes back in spectacular fashion to defeat Cleveland 6-1 in 9 innings. We go to the box score. 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for Degens, 1-8-0 for Cleveland. Cleveland now 76-61. Degens 1 game above 500, 69-68. Fisk is injured to the September 7th. That's what I thought. It's not very long because he does play over 150 games in the season. Shantz is the losing pitcher. He's 2-5. He had a blown save, pitched 2.1 innings, 2 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, struck out 2, walked nobody. Wakefield started, pitched 6 2/3 innings of 5-hit ball, only allowed 1 run, struck out 4, walked 2. But Del Carmen got the win. He's now 2-0. 1 1/3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, a strikeout, and a walk. Let's see, do we have any other games, or was that the last one? I've forgotten. That's the end of the 5th. We will zip this up here on the 6th just to review the standings. We end going into tonight's games. I don't know who will play it. It'll either be Mike Silva or Buckshot. If it's Mike Silva, he'll get the chance to have his quicker chalkboard. Mine's slower because I'm sort of slow calling the game, so I like this chalkboard to match my play-by-play. Anyway, Manchester leads by 6 games in the earth. Chico's 2.5 in the wind. Canada by 1.5 miles in the fire, and Amazing by 2 games in the water division. I'd like to thank Legend Sports Universe. Don't forget to stop by his channel tonight to watch his game. I'd like to thank Buckshot for coming by, Beatles, Mike Silva, Steve Tate, the creator, along with Big Clue, of this league that has fascinated so many people, myself included. Anybody else am I missing here? Bob Tomlinson stopped by. I don't know if he's still here, but thank you for coming by, Bob. And Slash Deep Gaming was here earlier, along with David Solinsky. We had a good crowd today. Anyway, thank you all very much for spending your Friday either morning, afternoon, or evening with me. And we look forward to listening to the night's games when either Buckshot or Mike Silva does them. If I don't see you, have a nice weekend and have a happy Friday afternoon.